fam, what's happening? I found another person who is tracing AI images, and similar to Arakikushuku Levin, you'll see his video at the end. But anyway, there is a lot of AI tracing happening over in the bookish community, and I thought this person needed to be talked about, but I guess they must have saw when I said I was going to talk about them, because they blocked me on 2 of my accounts. But little do they know that I've got quite a bit of Instagram accounts. So we're going to talk about this person here named Nadia X _art. That's who we're going to talk about today. So I'm going to bring up their Instagram right now, and we're going to look at it together. Well, this is not their Instagram. This is an Instagram of a person who wanted to talk about them. So this is ISP art. And it says this post is to clarify the misinformation spread by Nadia. Please do not send hate to Nadia or anyone else involved. Same here. Do not go messaging anyone. Just do not support them. So we're going to just look at this, what it says here. The harassment and AI usage of Nadia X _art. Everything in this post has been based on my opinion and the opinion of many others, as it is not meant to defame or harass any person involved. I do not condone bullying. Same here. Do not bully anybody. Don't do it. Don't let me catch you doing it. In this post, I will show you how she used a sock account to harass people with proof. I will also show the stories of many in our community who have a negative experience with her. So you can see right here that it is Nadia X Art, and I have her other account right here. I'm not going to show my account, but this is hers. But we're not going to look at her art just yet. So let's see. The first thing that I'm going to bring up with screenshots is going to be her use of a sock puppet account to harass and bully people who commented on my previous post. This account was responding to people agreeing with me with incredible aggression and hatred, and was having a full-blown conversations with Nadia in the comments, ripping into me and anyone that agreed with me. I won't post all of the comments here because they left so many of them and they have been deleted. There's Kiznov. The truth is that most of the commenters are losers who have been you know that those are the special words. I'm sorry about that dog in the background. I live in an apartment, guys. Please forgive me. Are losers who have been hiding behind a screen their whole lives in your artistic environment. Anyone who does too well becomes enemy number 1. That's not true. There's so many beloved artists that have big accounts. That's not it at all. You pretend to be so sensitive here, yet you constantly take jabs at others and accuse them until you break them. You act like great art experts, but at the same time you brag, just like the author of this ridiculous post, probably used AI to type that, about your many years of experience. By the way, if this is what nearly 10 years of experience looks like, I truly feel sorry for the wasted time. First and foremost, I suggest that you take a good look at your work and consider whether or not someone should be speaking out. That doesn't fucking matter. If you're using AI, you're using AI, okay? You should be honest and open with your audience, dumbass. Anyway, okay. Most of you on the internet, knights, should shut your mouths and start improving your craft, because believe me, you don't have to be an expert to recognize when something is weak. Like your reputation? Like your artist integrity? Anyway, so then this person goes, hey, the same person, Kiznov, hey, I noticed that you blocked me, so I don't respect the response, but I still wanted to say something. I recently found that false accusations have been spread about me, and it's honestly frustrating to see my work and effort dismissed so easily. Yesterday, I've even recorded my entire process from sketch to final piece to show that I create everything myself to dismiss AI allegations. Like Cat and Chat said, just because you show that you can do it now doesn't mean you didn't do it then. Unless you have the speed paint for the original, it doesn't matter. And even I also wanted to make this very clear. AI speed paints, people reply and go, well, AI can do speed paints. Unless you know what AI speed paints are, shut up. I have it on my channel. You know what? I'm going to add that to this video. Please watch it at the end. Please watch it, so you guys know what an AI speed paint looks like. They're not great. They suck. They look terrible, and they don't look anything like what an artist would replicate. So apparently you can hide layers in a speed paint in Clip Studio Paint, by the way. Someone mentioned that on Twitter. Anyway, I'm not scamming. Oh, there's a lot here. I'm not scamming or gaslighting people. I've never asked anyone to follow me or buy from me, nor have I had a single interaction with KT Bookish Club. I know people believe what they want, but it feels incredibly unfair to be judged based on misinformation. I just want to share my side, even though you're not interested in hearing it. My Instagram is NadiaX_art. I won't go into this with my words because this is not my story. This is Brit's story, so here's Brit's statement on it and what Nadia actually posted before deleting it and trying to get her to cover up her behavior. I was more disappointed that we have someone like that in our community. I feel like such a camaraderie, oh my goodness, I can't even say it, in the art world, that it really threw me for a loop. But like I said, I really was glad that it was me on the day that I could mentally handle it and not someone on a bad day. Many of us struggle in this career because it's so reclusive. I truly hope that she learns the lesson at the end of the day, and if not, I'm glad I could bring awareness to her behavior and her AI usage. This is the image that Nadia initially drew of Brit. I'm sure that we can all agree that this was done in malice. Oh, that is mean. And let's stop to think about the fact that this could have been traumatizing for someone that had a pregnancy-related trauma. And you can see the little post here. It says, a small clarification. I didn't expect that a simple drawing of a beautiful pregnant woman would cause such an outrage. To lighten the mood and to show that I can take a joke myself, I did try to just draw myself pregnant this time. Not sure if it's a boy or a girl, but what do you think? Oh my god, so many M dashes. I think it's a baby dragon, honestly. I generally didn't intend to upset anyone, and I'm still surprised that this drawing sparked more public anger than the months of false accusations and harassment I endured, even during my recovery from cancer, which didn't seem to bother anyone. I understand that art can provoke reactions, but sometimes it seems that defending yourself with a drawing is seen as worse than the harm that inspired it. And someone goes, honestly, of all the ways you could draw haters, that seems like a pretty mild one. It just made me laugh. And she goes, me too. And then right here it goes, bully me and you are next. I'm serious. And then she goes, maybe it wasn't the best idea to draw her that way. I see now that how that could be misunderstood, but I honestly didn't mean it in a cruel, mocking way. Some people told me to just go with a caricature, but I chose something more gentle instead. I just wanted to express myself in a way that felt safe for me.
NadiaX_art made a video about me today, and I am going to include that here. Before I get started, please refrain from harassing or bullying this person in any way, shape, or form. Nadia, in your post, you had said that you had tried to blur my face and my name, and I wish I could do the same for you, but this needs to be addressed directly. Now, when I started calling out AI accounts, I knew that this could always happen. So I went into this knowing that eventually somebody was going to have something to say, somebody was going to send their followers over here, and honestly, I'm glad it was me. I'm glad that you chose me to try and bully. Truthfully, I have the bandwidth to deal with it, I have the spoons to deal with it, and I knew that this was always a possibility. Nadia, you took a photo of me and my likeness and used it to make an exaggerated, deeply exaggerated illustration of me as a pregnant person. And now I could go off and tell you why that is so deeply concerning and problematic. Let's just say I had body dysmorphia. Let's say I'm mentally ill, which I am. Let's say I was going through fertility treatments. It's just disgusting behavior. I'm unclear of your intentions or the necessity of this action, because I tried to address you directly months ago because I have respect for any other human being, and I would have addressed you directly again, but you blocked me, along with several other artists that have tried to call you out for your blatant AI usage, and you block us all. That action in and of itself is very telling. If you're blocking any artist that comes to your page asking about your time lapses, which have so many jumps in them and so many skips, You might as well be on the fucking playground the way you play so much. And then your blatant AI usage, anybody that is an artist that is trained can see it. A lot of people have a little bit of a fear of calling out artists for AI usage because they are fearful of the backlash. I'm not. Okay, so your little post saying the next person's gonna get it, it does not scare me in the least. And regardless of the blatant disrespect that you showed me today and your attempt to silence me, I will continue to advocate against AI art usage in not only the artist community, but the narration community, the author community, and the book community as a whole, as it undermines not only our skills, but our livelihoods of myself and my colleagues. At this time, it is absolutely essential to support the value of human talent in this industry. There is also something else in this industry called mutual respect. And now, while I don't want you in this industry with me, when I called you out, I had done it in a respectful way. I was very educational to the public. Now, I fear this might be a life lesson for you, because morality and blatant disrespect and unprofessionalism does not take you very far. The colleagues that I work with, meaning other artists, authors, narrators in this community, we all show each other mutual respect. Fortunately, your video did not hit like you thought it would. You did not affect my day. I'm fucking happy as a pig in shit over here, okay? I just find it very sad, Nadia, that this is what you've stooped to. And whatever following you have, I have no respect for them either. None. Because this is not professional. And it's wildly disgusting.
Bitch, come on now. Girl. Okay. I would never wish her harm, even if it feels like she wishes that on me. This was never about revenge, only about finding a little space to breathe after everything I've been through. Girls, come on. What an asshole. The author, oh my goodness, these freaking names. The author, Elsie Nicole situation. Okay, so who is that? Elsie reached out to me just after I had posted my initial AI allegations against Nadia. She had recently purchased a commission from her. Oh, that's the AI. A commission from her, and wanted to ask me for some further clarification on the allegations. I told her what I thought and that she went to ask Nadia about potential AI use. What followed was a barrage of unnecessary harassment and guilt tripping, ended in a post where she called Elsie a scammer. The way that she was treated by Nadia after paying her for her work is absolutely appalling. Oh, and she did a thing where she made a post about it. She goes, "Watch out for author Elise Nicole. This person commissioned a drawing for me for $150. Through the entire process, they received regular updates and were happy with the final results. Suddenly, a month later, they opened a PayPal dispute to get the money back, abusing PayPal refund system. This is a blatant scam, and I want to warn other. It doesn't seem random. You didn't put that they wanted to talk about your AI usage. The other Nadia. Oh. This account reached out to me after I posted my initial allegations. I will post a screenshot of what they said privately. I suspect this to be Nadia because she is one of few people defending Nadia's work and just so happened to have the same name and tags. She also uses defenses like her mom knew she didn't use AI, which I'm sure you realize that it's not a good defense. Saying that I am obsessed because I assumed that they were the same person is unfounded, considering at that point I already knew for a fact that Nadia was using sock puppet accounts to harass and target people agreeing with my AI allegations. So she messages her, this Nadia character, messages her and goes, "Girl, stop with this already. Nadia's like my best friend. I know she's not using AI. She's been drawing for years and she's never used AI to create her drawings. I clearly have no idea what she's going through because of y'all's fucking weird beliefs. Just stop doing this shit already. She's already proven to not be using AI so many times and you guys still can't comprehend this. I'm not going to let my best friend suffer because of some jealous jerk." You mean to tell me her name is Nadia and she's got a best friend named Nadia? Okay. And she goes, "Yes, if she would come forward and prove to me, as I stated in the post, that she makes the heart that she shows on her page, then I would retract my statement. I would platform my apology, and anyone else who would be willing to apologize would be wrong. but unfortunately, I don't think I am wrong. Please know that if you can convince her to send me any real proof, so she didn't put the thing. Another suspicious surrounding these two accounts being run by the same person is the fact that this account immediately accuses me of jealousy because of my AI allegations, which has been also Nadia's main comeback. I just need to reiterate that at this point, I had made a single post about her. They kept acting as though I had been harassing her for ages when all the interactions before that had been relatively positive, and I hadn't publicly spoken to or about her at all. I did not even follow this person. She goes, honestly, if she doesn't want to send you more proof, I totally understand, because a lot of people have said she's using AI when everyone who truly knows her knows that she's not. I've seen her draw, and she's never used AI. Even her mom is commenting on her posts. Stop that. Stop that. That's cringe as fuck. Please stop. Okay, that's alright. Her mom can comment on her post and she can claim that she's not using AI, but if the entire community of professionals can look at her work and it contains AI, the likelihood that it probably does. I genuinely think, Nadia, that you and Nadia are the same person, so I'll no longer be continuing this conversation because it is very clearly a waste of my time. If you can get her a TikTok, Instagram, or YouTube live stream creating art to submit more evidence because she doesn't want to, then accepting the guilt. So have a nice day. Girl, how can we be the same person? Many people in the world have the same name. I don't know how harassing a person and her friends is normal to you guys, because it's not. Many people have DM'd her friends telling her that they should stop talking to her just because of your stupid beliefs. She goes, okay. They have issues with themselves. Don't worry about them. IP art is obsessed with you to an unhealthy level, so treat it as your biggest fan. You are her competition, so obviously she's going to try to put you down, and she doesn't compete with you even 1% with her cursed faces. Jesus Christ! I never wanted anybody to harass Nadia, and I've never asked anyone to tell people to stop being friends with her. That was not the point of my post. The point of my post was to simply inform people that it would be potentially spending money on her work, that there was a high chance she was using AI. I still to this day think that those two accounts are being run by the same person. But if you can decide if you believe that or not, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter, because we have confirmed Sock Puppets accounts are Nadia's. Here's the insinuation that I am obsessed with her and stalk her again. I truly have no idea what's going on with this woman's life. I stopped looking into her once she blocked me. Again, she blocked me. The way I've been spoken to about in her comments by her fans in a way that she's encouraging has been quite hurtful, and telling people who are potentially customers that my work is straight up bad because I question her authority is petty. Here are some additional interactions with those in the community with Nadia. These people have asked to remain anonymous, so I ask that you don't try to find out who they are. They've already been through so much. Let's see the bad behavior parts. Let's see.
Hey, I'll compete. I'm Mabel. That sounds like a fat old lady's name.
So, you're really going to sit there and claim there's no proof of my process? Are you blind or just deliberately dishonest? I have multiple time lapses pinned in my story. I have pinned a post of me drawing by hand, another of me coloring with my own hands, a previous post with a voiceover while I'm coloring. The proof has been there this entire time, yet you choose to ignore it because it doesn't fit your narrative. This is ignorance, and it's diabolical, and it's pathetic. You're either too lazy to check the evidence, or you're outright lying to try to scam me. Either way, it's embarrassing. You got what you paid for. I did my job. You don't get to demand a refund just because you feel like it. I'm not responsible for your bad faith, nor will I entertain this nonsense. Grow up, stop wasting my time, most of all, stop lying. I don't think tracing is bad. People are so damn sensitive. They don't realize that their favorite artists do trace sometimes, or do illegal art. I can't speak to anything AI, but I speak to how I deal with her. Her and I had a very short interaction probably a month ago, as I was asking if she had a commission waitlist. We talked for a short bit, and I was sure that I had a spot on her commission waitlist, and she would message me as soon as the commission's officially open. I believe it was a couple weeks later. Shocker, she's been ghosting since. Haven't heard anything, but she's been doing all sorts of commissions. Needless to say, AI or not, her customer service made me cancel, and I just haven't bothered to reach out further. I understand my commission would have been less high value because it isn't a book cover she can charge commercial use on, but definitely rubbed me the wrong way to say that I 100% have a spot, then ghost when better things come around. Not someone I would want to spend, I think would be a couple $100s with, when I can't even get a response claiming the spot. And these are some more people in the book community, these people who were simply inquiring and paying commissioners who needed to know the validity of their work. I'm not naming these people out of respect, but all these messages come from different people. I defended Nadia from her without taking a closer look at her work. I went to apologize to Elise because I felt so bad. She said that I was the only one who reached out to her after the whole fiasco. Let's see. She refused to show me any time lapse or anything, and then she posted this. I want to cry. People are taking this terribly about me in the comments. Hello, Indy. I wanted to message you in hopes that you have time to reply about the whole Nadia thing. Unfortunately, I'm an author, not a published one yet, who unknowingly commissioned art from Nadia. I am not an artist, nor I have heavily looked in AI, so I am devastated to learn via your post. I just like the style, and she had an opening and it was within my budget. What do you suggest I do? I obviously cannot use the art, but it is still posted with my account tagged, and I really don't want to damage my public image before I release my series. I am firmly in the no AI camp, so I am gutted to learn that I've been duped. Thank you. I did do the PayPal thing, but I also messaged her and said I would stop if she showed me the time lapse of my art, and she said she said no, and then blocked me after I posted that. Some more community thoughts. There's just so much, so I'm not going to read these ones. I feel like that's a lot. Oh, okay. These were submitted anonymously in hopes in my opinion, there is obvious use of AI model in her work. I mean, obviously, if you look at that face, she's just fixed the face. I believe it might be Stable Diffusion personally, but it says here, hi, I hope you're doing well. Sorry to bother you. I just saw your thread about Nadia X_art, and I just wanted to reach out. I actually know which generator she's been using. It's Microsoft Bing Image Creator. Someone I know from an animation studio has been using it to generate backgrounds for their projects, and he's shown me some examples, and when I saw Nadia's illustrations, I immediately recognized the style. What you choose to do with this information is entirely up to you. I just felt like it was worth sharing. I only ask that you please keep me anonymous. I'm a bit afraid of Nadia. I once tried to help her, but ended up blocking her after she started saying she'd curse all her haters. So this person did create an image of a beautiful woman with long flowing blonde hair, full lips, wearing an off-the-shoulder pale green dress, also making a peace symbol with her hands in a semi-realistic style. And you could see here, this looks very close. This one here looks closer, but I've seen this face in Stable Diffusion. So it just depends on where she's generating from. Oh shit, it's long. Here are some screenshots I sent by someone. He put the work in, and Nadia's working to an AI recognition website. I'll let you speak for themselves. These aren't often 100% accurate, but the massive difference is something to note. Okay, so it shows her old art, and it shows it's human, and then it shows her art that's near the bottom. You can kind of tell the ones that she was. I wonder which site that is. I would love to test it myself. This one, well, we're going to look at the images in a minute. This one down here is definitely AI. Here's some evidence of her tracing AI. These images were made by me and others in the community. Oh, so look, she did. There's a dragon, an AI dragon, and she just put it in there. These are literally just a big difference between AI and the actual art piece. What is that sword attached to? Where's her hand here? Where did the sword go? A normal eye, a broken eye, and then there's like little things here too. I never said your art was just AI. I said you painted over AI, but that the AI was still visible underneath, because this rock you've clearly painted has an AI rock peeking out from the side. Ooh, girl, you can't convince me or any other artist that that's how you intended it to look. No, you forgot to paint over that part of the AI, girl. Oh yeah. Well, we know. I don't even need to read this, but I know that this is like they're showing jewelry and little details that don't really work and look really bad, and you could see it in her work, especially on the dresses and clothes. Ooh, there's also this kind of silly Instagram that somebody made. this Instagram reel, and I just wanted to kind of go over it real quick.
So, let's have a look at this interesting progress video, shall we? Did you see that? Hold on. Let's have
Oh
a
my god, it was
look.
like the same
The
thing that
rendering
I
on
saw.
the shoulder plate. It's... What the fuck? It's rendering itself. On
It's
its
the
own.
render brush and the
I've never seen anything
unrendered
quite
brush.
like this before in my life. Let's take a closer look. Interesting.
It's the thing that Tia Sketches does, where she, near the end, she just puts in the other work and then just traces over it constantly until she can just adjust it. But the thing is because she's using Procreate, I'm not actually sure how she does the thing where she puts it in last. I think that she might paste as a layer, maybe? I don't know.
Interesting. Oh, closer. Oh, but now it's de-rendering. But this cannot be. I have never heard of a de-rendering brush before. Do you think this could be the opposite to the rendering brush? Oh, closer look. Oh, but then this is what we got at the start. How can this be? Because this is the finished product. Something isn't adding up here. Something isn't adding up here. Could it be painted over AI? Could it be? Oh, don't fall to scam artists.
Like, because her end result looks slightly different, just different enough that there's something wrong there. I don't know, but please do not support her. My experience with Nadia. I have rewritten this segment 6 times now, and at the end of the day, my experience with Nadia is almost nothing compared to the experience of those that she scammed out of money and emotionally affected. I did, however, have an incredibly negative experience with her and found that no amount of logic could reason with her. I tried so hard in the situation of the call out post to remain professional and leave the line of communication open, so if she did have evidence, she could contact me and give me said evidence, and I told her both publicly and privately that I would take what she said and apologize and take accountability for being wrong. She blocked me. She is free to unblock me and privately resolve the situation and present evidence at any time. I know that she made the post responding to me and that used others in the community that called her out for her AI usage and poor behavior. I will not highlight that here, but I will add some slides at the end here to break down some of what she says. Her response to me personally was incredibly attacking and hostile. I mean, okay, anyone would be hostile if they were accused of AI. So the thing is when you go accusing somebody of using AI in their work, I think it's better if you ask in a different way. And I mean, they're gonna get upset no matter what, but I've had some luck in pretending that I find it very interesting or I find it very tech savvy of the person, because that's easier to start the conversation with, and sometimes they might be willing to open up to you and say that they did, because a few people who I was talking to who I thought was using AI, I messaged them privately to try to resolve it. They weren't nice to me, but they still wanted to talk to me. And when I asked somebody if they had AI in their music video, and they wanted to know why I wanted to know, and I was like, well, I just think it's just cool and tech savvy. I'm like, did you? And they're like, oh no, not really. It's just, I did, they explained how that mistake happened or whatever, and I just kind of dropped it from there. But anyway, she basically says that she wants to make up with the person, and she just doesn't want to deal with this woman anymore, and she hasn't even tried to reach out to her since the initial post. So let's go here. Here's the information. I think it's very unkind of you to call me an evil person when I have gone about this in the kindest way possible. I tried multiple times to recommend free programs for you that do not use AI, and I had made a message in my post asking you to provide me with proof to prove me wrong. I would love to be proven wrong, Nadia. Please, if you have time lapses and screen recordings of your pieces that have no cuts, please send them to me and I will upload them on mine and tell people I was wrong. Unfortunately, thus far, the proof that you've uploaded has neither shown the full screen or has been cut with random rendering popped in. And okay, so this is Nadia's. stuff. So let's be honest about what's happening here. You falsely accuse me of AI without any real evidence. When I provide a full recording of my process, you refuse to accept it, and instead you were wrong. Now you're making up new accusations, like claim that I could have lowered the opacity of the AI generated layer and traced over, which makes no sense. Nope, that's what Tia Sketches does, my other nemesis. And I proved it in my original video. You know, I feel like I could really upload the video, maybe. In a dark room, where if you sit in a dark room, blow up the iPad all the way up to full brightness, and lower the opacity of the layer that you're tracing on really down to 3%, 2%, where you can just see it, and you record it with your phone at a certain angle, you cannot see that there is a layer there that they're tracing on. Can't see it at all, even with the recording. I tried it. I did it. I was tracing over my own art. At this point, it's clear you're not looking at the truth. You're just looking to be right at any cost. Even when presented with clear proof, you'd rather twist the reality than admit your mistake. And let's talk about your timing. You stalked my account and intentionally posted your accusations when you knew that I couldn't respond because of my behavior. Because of my surgery, that is not behavior of someone who is acting in good faith. That is calculated. On top of that, you acted as if you were some kind of authority that I have to prove myself to, as if I owe you an explanation of who I am and what I do. You are not anyone important to me, nor do I need your validation. Your arrogance in assuming that I should just jump through hoops and meet your ridiculous and ever-changing standards is laughable. Let's be real, this whole thing reeks of jealousy. If you're so obsessed with my art, that you're picking it apart and making up nonsense to discredit me, maybe it's time to admit that you just wish you could draw at my level. Instead of wasting your energy and pointless drama. Listen, you know what? People say, like, people totally hate it when you are very open about, like, people call me, like, AI bros call me a hater, and they're like, well, maybe you should just focus on your art. Yo, bro, I do fucking both. I draw and I talk shit. Like, you can do both. You think I need to spend every fucking day of every fucking moment drawing? What? So I can get shit wrong with my hands? Are you out of your mind? Are you out of your mind? I just spent 50 hours playing Expedition 33. By the way, you should all play it. Anyway, back to this. If you're serious about that, you're welcome to come and check my videos. I'm sure you can learn a thing or two. Ooh, I just wanna smack. Ooh, when people talk like that, you're welcome to come and learn from me, you know, because you suck in everything. Like those types of people that are on fucking Reddit. Oh my god, I could just reach in through the PC and like just shake them.
Richard.
I would, when people talk that snide little, I'm sure that you could use the help. Like, bro, get fucked. Like, get fucked with that fucking attitude. Tracing AI ass. Stop embarrassing yourself with these weak and desperate accusations. You're not exposing me. You're just exposing your own insecurities. Oh my god. Every time someone does one of these things, I just want to throw myself away. Maybe one day you will see your mistakes and you'll become a better person, because for now you're not, and I had every right to call you that. Goodbye. Ooh, what a cunt. Ooh, I'm telling you, I am feeling the Latina heat. Ooh, oof. I'm glad I'm making a video. Okay? Like, yo, don't harass her. Like, don't do it. But I'm hoping, listen, please, for the algorithm, and to just be annoying, like, comment with a comment. Let's see, what are we gonna comment with today to be annoying? How about let's do the no symbol, because, let's do the watch, because her ass is on borrowed time. So let's see what she says here, because I'm near the end. So I want to make it clear that no point did I encourage anybody to harass her, and I stated multiple times I don't condone harassment or bullying. I just want people to be informed that a great deal of artists suspect her of using AI, and that when you have that many professionals who suspect something, you should probably take it under advisement. In my eyes, she has been scamming people out of their money, and I felt it was responsible to say something as someone in the professional field with knowledge on the subject. She responded by telling me that my art is awful, which it fucking isn't, by the way. We're gonna look at her art and the other person's art in a second. I am so jealous that this was an organized hate attack. It wasn't. It was a professional inquiry that turned into a public injury when no response that clarified was given. Nadia has made this personal, not me. All right, so it's time to go. Let's look at what's her name. All right, look, here's her picture of Aloy. I mean, what is she fucking talking about? She's good. What the fuck? I like this one. All right, listen. You can go give this person a follow, guys. If you're doing books and shit. She makes pretty characters. I like this one too with the book. It's cute. All right, now we're gonna go look at the other person who thinks their shit isn't AI. Using no AI. I've never used AI ever. Okay. Yeah, okay. Okay. Maybe not the background. For someone that's supposed to be so good, she don't do any adjustments. Oh. My art is very easy to recognize. No, it's not. AI couldn't replicate it. Yes, it could, girl. It could. Yes, it could. Your art is not that complicated. If you want to talk about stuff that's hard to be complicated, outsider art, you do hyperrealism. That's the easy shit. That's the easy shit. What is it? Tapestry art. Stuff that's really abstract is really hard for AI to replicate. She thinks her art is good. Okay, so let's see. You can see. Okay, that's nothing. She's talking about her art was before AI. Okay, we know that. Here are my older pieces. Okay, but that means nothing. That means nothing now. Showing recordings from the past and showing future recordings has nothing to do with the images that were suggested to be AI. That's why I said you need to record. Like, I know people are still gonna say artists shouldn't have to. Definitely fucking do it, because all it takes is one jackass accusing you of AI and you don't have the speed paint. Because people like to say that if you have Procreate that it doesn't count. Fuck off. Yes, it does. You can literally watch how people draw. You can see if it's real by how they fucking did it. There's people who have speed paints of art and you can see that they just fucking did the same thing over and over and over. You can tell when someone is tracing by the speed paint. All right. Why my work is authentically human and inspired. Ugh. Wallop is very popular, well known for their semi-realistic style. Yes, I understand what she's trying to go for here, because when you look at Wallop's art, it is very messy when you look up close. But the thing is the things that shouldn't be messy are very messy. Oh, you can't. Oh, well, I actually moved like my VTuber model was gonna adjust. Hold on, let me turn it off real quick. This thing here, the belts don't make any sense, and the blurry detail. The thing is that you're doing stuff for someone's book cover. So things like this should be important. If this pattern doesn't fucking make sense on the front cover of the book, someone's gonna notice it because it's on the front cover. It's important to recognize that AMLs are trained on a wide variety of styles. Okay, yes, we know this. Think of it like the fake Adidas logos. These fake Adidas logos might look similar, but none of them are the real thing. Okay, no, we don't need that. We don't need that either. I have 3 videos showcasing my artistic process. The first, I demonstrate sketching and the line art. Accusation of it being fake from a visible layer. Some claim that it's a fake AI layer. If that were true, altering the contrast or brightness would reveal it. A point that they conveniently overlook. Cuts in the video. Can't believe I've been doing this for like an hour. Despite the absence of cuts, accusations arose that I must be copying from AI, which you can be, because some people are hyper-realism artists and they will literally look at AI and just redo it. Alright. Oh my god, too long didn't read. Don't care about this. When she got accused of AI. Okay, this person is being a little bit weird. Okay. Okay, so this is their own thing. Let's see. We're gonna see her art now. Okay. But didn't she just do a jump cut though? And and if you noticed, she's also, like, I believe that she can draw. But that's the thing, is I believe that she's also, like, she is using AI, but she's not fucking smart about it. Like, I have said this in so many of my fucking videos. if you're gonna use AI in your fucking process, you gotta know how to hide it, my fucking guy. Like, this is just a normal art. I don't think at all that that was a jump cut. Okay. So now she's showing how she paints. This is fine, I guess. But it is weird. Okay, so let's see the speed paint for this. Oh my god, girl. No, you already finished it. No, that doesn't count. No, that doesn't count. Yeah, you can tell right here. Ooh, like you can kind of tell what she's doing here. She's doing like what I said with that one dude does, where she traced over a little bit here, traced over the image here, and that she did not do this. She did not do this. She added a little bit of paint and then a little bit of striping, but she did not draw that. Not even a second. Not even a little bit. Hold on. We're gonna go in. Okay, I know it's hard to see, but basically what you're seeing here is that she generated some of this, right? And then she just drew over the lines. I would have to see the speed paint to believe that she didn't oh, here it goes. Look, see, isn't that weird? Like, it has the dark line where it doesn't need to be, and then she did like the dark line here, but over here, like, no. And right here, she added more hair to look like she did it, but she probably just added that so it looked more like her style, because it's a little bit wonky right here. Like, this doesn't look proper, and this is weird too. Where's the speed paint? Why do you gotta show like 9 of them? All of these, and 2 weeks ago she's doing this. 2 weeks ago and you still doing this, girl? Come on now. This is also 2 weeks ago. This is just, it's even the eyes she didn't paint the same. Look how sloppy these flowers are. She literally generated this and then drew on top of it. Oh, she's only 20 years old? No wonder. Alright, let's see. This one is definitely AI. Look at the hair. The hair is the tell. Well, you can't. Oh, God, Lord. That fucking proportion, though. Girl, you sure you want to say this is yours? Like, she added stuff on top of it. There's no way oh, well, maybe she did the background right there. When you look up close, it looks like she traced over the outline and she left the inline, and then she added a little bit more so it doesn't look that bad. But overall, it looks like sloppy line work, too. Thank you for zooming in. It looks like she just fucking pasted some shit up here. Look at that. Cheap. Like, it's all, like, all of this is already done. Like, it has that problem, like, look, right there, look. Here's the hair here. It goes in, and where does it come out? This hair here, what does it do? What's this loop shit? Like, I could believe some of this, but not these fucking loops that go like that. Like, this looks like this should be going out, and then doing that. Because it separates, but then it just gets big again, and it gets big over here. Like, girl, what are you fucking doing? Why she got... And she never has speed paints for these either. And her hands are so small for this character. It's so weird looking, too. Where's the speed paint for this? Show me. Wait, you're telling me... Okay, so you're telling me in the original not speed paint, where she's drawn, she made mistakes after mistake after mistake. And then on this speed paint, she makes no mistakes? Oh, there's a mistake right there. Alright. So she does the background. And I think... See? Oh, did you see that? Did you see that? Look, we're gonna wait. We're gonna watch it again. What happens is, all the way up until the end, it just randomly gets all of this texture that was not there. Right near the end. Like, see? Like, look right here. This kind of looks like shit a little bit. Look at that. It goes from nothing to that. She pasted that over it. 100% she did. You know what I think she's doing? I think when she wants to show... What the fuck is wrong with his neck, bro? Look at that. Ugh. I don't think she knows that this is kind of fucked up right here. I don't think she knows. Listen here, 20-year-old baby. I believe that for your speed paints, you're doing a half-ass job, and then you're using the AI underneath and just not showing it. I don't believe you when you say that you don't private it and you don't use it, because suddenly there is just suddenly inside of the body set, like girl, what? Where's the... I need to see the dress up close is what I need. But she does this thing where she just puts fucking 900 of them. Let's see. I think she's doing a mix. But this is definitely AI here. You can see the dress. This was 4 weeks ago, a month ago. The dress's details, like the design, doesn't make sense. And it always does this part with the shoulders weird. And the way that she cuts the hair, like it's not natural. It looks like she put the ear there. Not that it was naturally there. You see, it looks like copy pasted ear. And the earring isn't even connected to the ear. No speed paint. Just 900 images of the same fucking thing. Girl. Oh, this is definitely some AI shit. Yeah. I don't even need to look that deep. Let's see. Oh yeah, the belt. Why does she do that fucking outline? Does she not know how bad that looks? This is definitely AI. Like you can, as you can tell, the characters aren't looking at one another. Also no speed paint. Yeah, this is the dress. It's supposed to have jewelry on it. I think she just drew over the AI because it's easy. Because you can tell right here, these plants are all fucked up. She might did a little overpainting on the face to make it look more like hers. I believe she did this. I believe she did that one. This one's definitely an older midjourney photo, 23 weeks ago. Older midjourney photo. Look, the hair. This is like a midjourney, semi-realistic style. It has that hair that it likes to paint that looks like shit. Like look, it goes behind her ear and then it goes into the S shape. Like that, and it makes a big swoop. Like it would just go down and then this would go down more. There wouldn't be just this weird swooping action followed by the dress pattern just kind of looking like shit. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't think this person's an AI art person. Oh, is this a time lapse? It doesn't help when you already have the art drawn like this. Look how shitty that process is. Like if she can make that art from whatever, like, she doesn't need AI. She chooses AI. I believe she's very good. Like, look at that. I believe that's very good. She's very good. But she's also using AI in her process. That's just unfortunate. Well, here's one with the dragon. Girl, we already know you chose the dragon. That don't even look... Oh, she put in the... I see what she's doing. I know what she's doing. Near the end, she inputs the AI and erases what she has underneath it. So she just does this so she has speed paints. Like, this is not the full video. Oh wait. Oh wait, here it is. Now we get to see the sketch. To be honest, it doesn't matter because yes, we know you have 9,100 million layers, girl. Falsely accused of AI. I think that she draws some and then she puts the AI back and then she paints over it the parts that she doesn't like. She's definitely using some AI to help her in her process. There's just too much weird shit. Her art doesn't even match. The only thing that matches is the hair. Like, can she draw hands? Like, what is this shit? Like, this hand shit? Like, can you even bend your fucking... If you do that, can you bend your fingers like that? So, alright, you go like that. So it should be... So her finger is busted. So it's like she didn't draw the hand. She had to trace the hand. Because it looks fucking weird. Like, if you try to make that pose with your hand right now, and you didn't draw the rest of it, because she has a... What's it called? She has a speed paint somewhere up here. Right here. She shows the speed paint. Where the hand is... I also think that she could also be putting her sketch inside of AI... that dirty sketch and then having it revealed back so then she can just slowly put it back in. It really depends on if she's doing hyperrealism or not. Like, I don't know enough about this person, but she's just too fucking new for me to believe she just popped out of nowhere. Because she deleted her old shit. Let's look at her Canvas site. Portfolio. Non-clickable. Not clickable. I hate that when people try to not let you click shit. What is wrong with this dude? This one? There's something wrong with that one. Can't look at it though. Alright. Well, like I said, don't harass this woman, but spread this video around. Because if you're a person like, I'm making my own light novel, and if you're interested in that, come and follow me on my Patreon. I'm going to be working on a chapter soon. One of the first ones, so. But anyway, all you guys gotta do is, just kind of look at people's artwork. And if it doesn't make sense, just don't follow it. Don't follow the user. And I think that the thing is I have said it a million times. The time has come now, and it has been out for like almost like 3 years now. 3 years now where it's been okay, and people use it in their process. If you're going to use it in your process in a significant way, you have to be open about it. And I'm not saying if you find an AI image on the internet, or you find out you used an AI image as a reference for a pose or something like that, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about you're doing paintings and you're using AI and you put the AI image underneath it and you paint over top of it. You need to be telling your customers that. You just need to be honest. Just be honest about it. Like, it's easy. It literally will ruin your reputation. And your artist integrity is more important. If you're open that you use AI, you're letting people choose to support you, knowing what you do. But I feel that the reason why you put no AI on your profile is because you do use AI. I don't put no AI on my profile. I don't use AI, but I don't feel the need to do that because I feel like I don't need to do that. I feel like my stuff speaks for itself. My style is pretty, what's it called? It goes together. I'm not really getting that much better than my artwork. So, but yeah, I'm gonna start finding more people like this, because apparently the book community has a huge problem, because what they're doing is they will trace AI works and sell them as book covers to authors, and then the authors find out that they can't use them because they're AI generated, or they don't want to use them because they're AI generated, and then there's no one to call these artists out because the book community is not the same thing as the art community. So like, if you're an artist in the book community, you're not an artist in the art community. Does that make sense? Like, you know what I mean? Like, artists in the art community are doing like, draw this in your style, or doing a trend based on like popular things in the art community. But bookish people are doing like books and shit. They're doing books and shit, okay? They're doing books and shit. I don't know what else they fucking do, okay? Listen, I'm not making a dig. I'm just saying I don't actually fucking know. But I know the difference between a book artist and a non-book artist. Okay? They're different. We're like the same genus. We're the same genus, okay? But it's kind of like the difference between like lions and tigers. Like, think about it like that. We're still big cats, but we kind of different though. We still eat the same. We still eat the same types of food. We still hang out in the same types of places. We still pretty dangerous, but we still big. But we are different. We look different. I think that I don't know. I don't know if that was a really good comparison. All right, guys. I'm headed out now. I've made this video so fucking long because I'm a crazy person. And thank you to my patrons. I love you guys. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Please go over there and support my channel. I'd love that if you could do that. And I'm doing stuff over on VGen. Please help me get verified. I can also help you with your world building if you need it. That's also on VGen. And I'll see you in the next one, guys. Bye!